Hi, this is Mark Pizzacalla and welcome to 3 Minutes with Mark for June 2023. And as we approach 30 June, what I wanted to talk about today was rental properties. And people might say, well, what's so exciting about rental properties? Well, let me explain. Cash rates have gone up some 12 times since May last year. We've had rising inflation, resulting in rising costs, particularly for landlords that are running properties. Maintenance is becoming a burden, and people are rethinking the metrics of their property decisions. On top of that, Treasury estimates that tax breaks are going to exceed $100 billion over the next 4 years. And in the next year, they're going to increase some 35% to more than 24 billion, predominantly as a result of, increased interest rates. So when we look at all that, quite often I get asked, well, Mark, should I invest in property? Should I sell my property? And of course, they're questions you need to be asking your wealth advisor, obviously, but decisions to invest really, just from a personal perspective, it needs to be commercial, and the tax follows the commercial decision. So there's no point getting a tax break if the property metrics just don't make sense. Now, the question that I have is this. There's 5 important things happening at the moment. We've got, as I said, higher interest rates, I should say, inflationary pressures, costs of repairs and maintenance of running a rental property increasing, increased land tax, and in some states, increased regulations around tenancy and landlord interactions, which is making it a bit harder for landlords, arguably. My question is, in relation to all that, is there going to be a time sometime soon where landlords are going to say, well, enough is enough, I'm getting out of the market? And if they do decide to do that, what does that mean for market rents? Likely to increase if there's less investment properties on the market. So it's a real quandary at the moment. From strictly an income tax perspective, there's a few things which are critical to pay attention to. If you're claiming your interest deduction, make sure there's a clear nexus with the rental property. Quite often I've seen this where taxpayers move houses from their main residence to a new house, a new main residence. They rent out the old place, which has been paid off, but they claim as a deduction the interest on the new home against the rent that they're now driving on the old home. That is completely wrong. So if you're doing that, stop it, okay, and make a voluntary disclosure. Have a close look at repairs and maintenance because they will be deductible to you as opposed to capital expenditures, and that difference can be confusing for some taxpayers. And last but not least, make sure that as a landlord, you're making an active effort to rent out your property. Otherwise, you may be denied some of your tax deductions. That's all I wanted to say leading up to 30 June. In relation to rental properties, all the best with your property ventures. And by all means, if you have any questions, please give me a call. Speak soon.